Today we're going to be playing some Ogroids. Now, there's no particular reason for playing Ogroids, it's just a deck. I was thinking through the decks we've been doing recently, and I just haven't seen any Ogroids ever since their big nerf a while back. So, you know what, let's try and see what we can do. You'll notice right away we're playing Ogroids. I know, shocker. In Carapace, also another shock, and with Crystal Skull. Crystal Skull I like over the 5 points of advantage, just because you can put it on something. Mostly your Cyclops and Sable Leader Charge, which I like doing. And then we are playing, you'll notice we're not playing Erendite, because Erendite is a card I love its art, but it's not my favorite card to play. Because it forces you to play a specific way. You can't, like, set up engines and come from behind or anything. Which I like doing sometimes. So instead, and I was having trouble with consistency getting the units we wanted, so instead of going Erendite, Lady of the Lake, Oneiromancy, we're going Oneiromancy Decree, just for more consistency. I guess we're skipping ahead. We're starting with King Trum. No surprise there. Just really big guy. I think ours is an 18. I made some adjustments after the last time I played the deck, but I think it's at 18, which is pretty big. If you get his resilience, it's amazing. You can play Cave Troll, just make sure they don't purify him, but generally you want to play him with Last Say, so you know, that's good. If you want to be funny, you can also make like a 20-something Trum and then go like Renfri double power on it. But we're not doing that this time. I did see someone doing that a while back. That's pretty funny. We have Oneiromancy for consistency and Heatwave for removal. We have a decent amount of removal. Not as much as if you had Erendite, but we still have a reasonable amount. We have Heatwave, we have Riptide, and Tesha Mutna Sword. So, pretty decent. Then we have the Regis Bloodlust we are playing. I thought about cutting the Bloodlust and Azrael package. It's 18 provisions, and it is 17 for not unseen, what are we talking about? For Old Spear Tip and Old Spear Tip Asleep is 17, which I thought about putting in instead. I do like that package better, but I think just having the option to play Regis for 17 points is too strong to ignore. But without Erendite, you can more reasonably play this Old Spear Tip setup. Maybe that's what we should do, but we're gonna, I think... Do we do it just to change it up for the content here? Good. This is live, I could ask for a vote. Anyway, we're playing Regis, we're playing Azrael. We'll leave that to decide on later. We'll do this video, the setup. Then we have Riptide for control. Jotun, because it's really big. We're playing a Tesha Mutna Sword. This is the control option. I thought we would have one more. At 7 provisions, there's really not much, which is why I was thinking about changing it to Old Spear Tip and such. But, you know, Tesha Mutna Sword is a good removal card, so I think we'll go with this. Then we have Goliath, 1 Ogre Warrior. I tried to try and see if we get a really big one for a highlight clip or something, but Ogre Warrior is probably just the one of. It rarely gets enough. It's kind of a win more card, right? You've got 4 10+ units. I mean, you're already winning the round most of the time. But having multiples is really good versus engine decks, where you might have a whole bunch of big guys and their engines are just still going. We've got the Ice Giants, the 2 Cyclops for more control, the 1 Incubus, 1 Fuka. I was running double Fuka, just another Ogroid, and to see how Fuka engine was. I ended up missing the Incubus, so I went back to 1 and 1. Then we have the 2 Enraged Cyclops, the 2 Necker Warriors, which are probably the worst card. I think this is a card you never really want to draw. Ice Troll, which is fine if you get your might early. And then you've got Necker, which if they don't kill it, it's really good. So that is the deck, guys. We might consider it. Right, what is it? It's 17, right? We do this and this, take out. We get Old Spear Tip. I think you still want to Azrael Old Spear Tip, right? Because you Old Spear Tip, so we'd really get +1 provision here. Then we would have to fit a sleep in somewhere. Yeah, we're going with this. We're going with this. Let's see how it works out. Ooh, Handbuff. Haven't seen much Handbuff. I hope this is Golden Necker Handbuff, because that was a deck I meant to make, but didn't get around to. So if he's playing Golden Necker Handbuff, I'd love to see it. If it's Renfri Handbuff, I'm gonna be a little annoyed. We have a very powerful hand here. Incubus is more around 2 or 3 card. So we go Necker into Fuka. This comes down without many Ogroids in hand then, though. We can just slam this, though. Protect it with the skull. This hand's too strong to put things back, I think. I mean, these are the weakest cards, but these are cards we want to set up here. Because we're going just engineering. The only problem is if it's Renfri, he's going to be playing the Dwarf Berserkers, which means these get pinged off. Every time I say pinged off, it sounds weird. But it's pinging them, and they're dying. Off the board. Hence the ping off the board. Ping off. What's that movie, like Face Off? They say like Face Off or something. Anyway. Just hope he doesn't have the Berserker. He should go with the Seer anyway, though, this turn. I think we'll do Fuka into Cyclops, then drop Ice Troll to trigger the Fuka. Not amazing. But like I said, we're not playing Erendite, so we don't have to really worry about this slow setup, which I like.
This moment, I've seen it already.
Unfortunately for us, we're kind of good at playing really big guys, but his big guys will probably be bigger. Oh, we should have Cyclops there. I think I was talking about that and just didn't do it. It's fine. Kind of. It most likely won't matter. So, there she is. What's scary here, I do take a 1-point lead, is the Renfri. The Zoltan warrior kills 2 Neckers here, which is scary. Nice, doesn't have it. We do want to slam Regis this round. But as long as we can get away with just playing this first, we're going to get away with just playing this first. Use more points on our engines. So we can always play Regis round 2. Right now we're getting a lot of value from our bronzes, which we like. Value is good. And going second, we have the potential of the Last Say King Trum, which is very dangerous for our opponent. But Renfri probably comes down here. If he gets to destroy 8, we lose our Cyclops. That would actually hurt a lot. It's a really big removal if he does it. It's essentially 13 points plus setting up our might. He didn't do it. Okay. Got the passive. This isn't looking too bad, honestly. If we were to Royal Decree, I'd probably be Goliath. I don't really want to Royal Decree here, though. With Osriel, I think we just set up Riga's Bloodlust. The thing is, if we can hold this to round 2, if we can hold that to round 2, that'd be really good. Let's be greedy and just grab the Goliath. It opens us up to a Geralt play by him. But if he Geralt's this, we have bigger cards. And we can recover with Regis. The Ice Troll will come online next turn. Handbuff does not like to be pushed uneven. We're going to play Regis next turn. We do want it in our graveyard so we can consume it. The thing is, the problem with Regis being in your graveyard, or like on the field or whatever when you lose, is it banishes the top 3 cards. But like, who cares if you have every card in your deck except for like 1 gold? You're not gonna, probably not gonna lose them. Alright, he's getting some big plays here. Big plays. I think we just drop you. Makes sense. Drop you ranged. Get back ahead. Turn the Ice Troll on. We got his Farseer buff out, which is good. One of his big cards. Sheldon takes out a Necker. This is still going fairly well, I would say.
I foresee victory for you.
I don't think it does anything. I think we just do this. Obviously, he's got more big plays. But this applies a lot of pressure, and this is gaining value from the armor. We take the win on even. That's great. I think we just open Azrael and just slam all the points at him. We can always finish round 2 with a King Trum if he plays his tall removal early. I don't think we want that. This hand, though, it's perfect. It is perfect. Let's open with the Azrael. Obviously, everyone's going to assume we're playing Erendite, even if we aren't, so I might play around it. His deck's based on building up to a couple big guys. Our deck's just big guys. There's the Renfri. The gang, I should say. Alright, that is safe now behind his stuff. Don't really have a way to get to it. Outside of Cyclops, which is too much of a loss here. We should play Enraged Cyclops here. Not Enraged, yes, we should play Enraged Cyclops here, but what I was getting to is we should play our Oneiromancy, so we get the value of its Echo, and then Enraged Cyclops is the card to play, so it won't be playable round 3, really. So here it's pretty good. This hits this for reasonable value, but it's not superb. Let's just get some more armor. These two alone should win round 3 if we can bleed out his good cards, like his big ones. I don't think the Teshem Sword's going to do us much good here. It would kill the Zilton. At this point, I think we just play it. Let's gain more armor. We are going to clash with him. The armor's just too much value to not clash with it. Okay, there's Kyrenax. With no unicorn, you'd love to see it. And now we get the really big value on you, because we're not hitting into 3 armor anymore. And we know his last card's Torque, and we finish with King Trum, win the game. If he has Torque, he might play it here to save his removal for the King Trum. If he drops Torque, I think we save this for last play round 3. Or do we? This is a tall removal. If it's Heat Wave, that's bad. If it's Geralt, well, it can't be Heat Wave. It has to be like a Geralt card, right? If we play this and he Geralts, we lose, what, 18? Geralt is a 3, though, right? We play this, just go to round 3, we don't have anything. But right now we have last say on King Trum. Then again, this other card is probably boosted. Dilemma comes from this. The carryover is so good, but if he kills it, we lose our finisher. It's probably Zoltan Warrior, though, right? I think it's Zoltan Warrior. If it's Geralt, we just get punished. It's a hard decision. It's hard to fit Geralts in these decks. Okay, it's Aglace. Okay, I'm really glad we played that. He still has a Zoltan Warrior though, right? Because I think he started with 14 cards in his deck. Could be wrong about that. Necker Warrior is not very good here. Neither are you, honestly. Incubus is very good, though. So we have Oniromancy, which would be best on Ogre Warrior if we could get it to trigger. So I think we want to try and set that up by going Incubus here. If we bring back his graveyard, the best thing we bring back is... You're a 5, right? Is that... Does the armor help him? I don't think so. I'm not crazy, right? You're a 5? Yeah.
No worries. Sins of the flesh are my speciality.
We go Ogre Warrior for the plus. You leader and go Ogre Warrior. There's the Unicorn. Yeah, I guess he doesn't have room for anything else. Maybe we're wrong about the Zoltan Warrior. Whatever. He's not even less player cards. Devil Vogel or something like that. Patricide of Fury. Probably Raid Warriors. Let's see. We got a pretty decent hand here. I don't think we need this, though. We don't have... Our only way to get King Trum carryover is if we go in with Oniromancy on him. We're almost out of golds in our deck. Oh, we have Decree too. I think the right thing to do here is just kill that. Oh, we're playing bombs. Okay. Well, I mean, sure. All right, let's see what we get. Come on, send something good. Give me a highlight. Oh, well, that's sad. I'm hoping it'd be funny. Thank you. You know, I guess we could have played Ogre Warrior there. I was hoping to get a big one next round. That's an easy way to win a round against bombs. Necker is terrible in this matchup. Just don't want to see it. I don't really want to see that either. Cyclops isn't good either, but, you know, what are you going to do? Give him that. Hopefully this one gets big. And we'll have Oniromancy coming back. We can grab Jotun and King Trump for round 3. We don't want to go for carryover because of Moondust.
Don't you worry yourself,
Yeah. Don't want to go for it because of Moondust. Let's play our big guys. Bomb's well known for the ability to deal with big guys. It's actually a pretty good chance he kills a Goliath if we play it. I'm not sure I want to Cyclops that. I think we play Ice Troll and throw the Ice Troll at it, though. That seems pretty good. Concerned about the boat. The boat's annoying and all. Was it worth killing over this boat? It might be. I think it is. Well, he has 2 boats. However, oh, we're going in. We're going for the Sove. I'm glad to see that gone. Oh, we're not going for the Sove. Then why do we play these? Unsure. Maybe we can get away with a 10 power Ogre Warrior. That'd be pretty nice. That was a Moon Dust. He's got 1 Moon Dust left, which he's definitely saving. But without Madoc, these bombs lose so much value. So Madoc's really the engine of the deck. There's a Croc. Sure. It's fine, whatever. Not too sure what that's in here for being honest. It must just be for the ship that does damage. It's as good as we're getting on you, probably.
Poison beaks like a poison arrowheads.
Still down 23 points. If we lose, there's a chance the Regus banishes some stuff. But then again, Ozrael right now is not amazing. We just pass. He's gonna have to cast the Sove at us. And that'll be gone, which will be nice. We have Incubus, Jotun, and King Trump for big plays. Whereas he doesn't have any engines on the bombs and no carryover. That's not a Sove, by the way. So I think we're looking really good. Win up a card. Double Last Say. No ships in his deck. Oh, come on, buddy. Is it really that bad? You can't play the game without your Madoc? Just nothing works? What a tragedy. I kind of feel bad now, because this card's really cool. The Wild Boar of the Sea. But I don't think this is the way to try and make it work. I don't think bombs are the way, because the bombs kill stuff. You don't want to kill stuff for this. You want it to be on the board. Guess we should look at what's in our deck. We still have the Jotun. He's just forfeiting, right? He's not forfeiting. Okay. Let's see what you got. I might even discard our first 3 cards for him to see if he can catch up. But also because he's probably playing a lot of removal stuff. I guess it still could be... No, it can't be shoot because of these. 1 anglerfish. Oh, okay, that works. That's actually pretty good. But I mean, it's not good enough. This comboed with the other one would be pretty nice. I get some good value here. So we got Oneiromancy and this. We lost our Incubus. It means our best play other than Newton is the Ice Troll. So we'll grab him. Ice Giant, I should say. And we'll just infuse you so you can't take double damage from this.
Hey, just look at you and your pretty long hair.
I mean, this is an 18. This is an 18. This is a 15. So, it's at 36, 51. Win by like 40 points. Just consume. It's an easy one. We've got another 50 points, or 45 points here, but we won't play it. Not this time. Big guys took him down, though. Keep Gwent alive over here. Probably playing Renfri Koshe. You know, what do we say about that? What do we say indeed? At least it's not Precision Strike, because they kill these. Okay, that's an interesting one. It's interesting. I might consider this. Might consider playing them, because they will actually add up if he doesn't have control. They add up a lot. Yeah, and what I mentioned in the deck profile is that Cutting Erendite is one of the decks, and one of the sole reasons for that is because even with Ogroids, I found we just can't match Renfri's tempo, the Renfri deck's tempo. So there you go. Renfri's one of the reasons we cut Erendite. I don't know if I said that in the beginning, but it just didn't work up against this. It's Haunt. Okay. Now that's interesting. We're being really greedy here. But I think it is justified. What if this is Ruhin? This has to be some kind of Death Wish setup. Well, I mean, he's playing Death Wish. I think this is gonna be Death Wish setup for some kind of triple thing. And he's got a bad hand, maybe? That's not the card we want. This plays into Lord Riptide, but not doing it still plays into Lord Riptide, and it plays into Toad. Grab our Regus Bloodlust. I want to grab it there so we can drop this next turn. This turn we pull ahead again, which is nice. He went really heavy tempo there, but we kind of caught up. You can get away with an Ice Giant here, which, whenever you can get away with Ice Giant, probably a good idea. Heatwave the Regus. I don't mind that. Question is, do we go for King Trum or not? It's really tempting. I think we do. Okay, he's gonna purify it. That's sad. I was hoping he didn't have another answer. Because we don't have last say on the round, we don't really get a choice about when to do it. I think we should Oniromancy. Question is what we'd want to do it for. We have a reasonable Ogre Warrior. Be even more reasonable if we used 1 leader charge. Let's do this. Get the extra points there. I guess the leader charge a bunch of extra value to do that. And then should be good here. Those Neckers really worked out. 14 points each. It's pretty good. Thing is, we don't know what he's doing. Could he be playing Witch's Sabbath? No, I don't think so. This hand is pretty good. So a squirrel, our guy. That's fine. Annoying, but fine. That means we definitely want this round. So we can Osroll that in round 3. Oh, it's double scenario.
Come closer.
Double scenario. Well, if we heat wave this one, does he have Caranther Koshé combo? He has no consistency cards. He played this. I don't think he has it. I'd be so lucky of him to just draw into all that. So we're gonna play like he doesn't, I think, is the correct thing to do. I think we keep our hand here. We just keep this and let him go. He needs to make up 31 points, which isn't going to happen in 1 card. With leader, maybe. Yeah, even with the leader. We got him. That was an interesting deck. Patricidal Fury. Alright. Might have some issues here. He's playing Discard Package, which makes Necker really bad as an opener, because it just goes into Coral. However, we don't have to play it. This hand's something, alright. Highland Warlord raids. Okay, nice. We don't have to go with the Coral. We can go Necker. Obviously, they'll still die, but not for free, basically. We can go Cyclops if we want to. It's a pretty good Cyclops. Probably get Blood Eagle here for Vabiorn. Or not Vabiorn, for the second Highland Warlord. Or Vabiorn into it. Like, somehow it's getting the second Highland Warlord here. Okay, Okay, that's not too bad. Might take the 50-50 on Riptide. I think we do. Nice. It helps so much if we do that. That's going to keep pinging at us all around. There's a second Warlord. Obviously, we don't have a very good hand. But if he has low tempo, he might be able to get away with it. I'm debating if we want to Heat Wave Troll Day. I don't think we can because of tier, but I really want to. That is just kind of whatever. I want to give him a chance to pass. So he could pass here. And then we could go Leader King Trum. So I want to play a little behind on tempo, actually. If we can... There we go. Played behind on tempo, and then we just do this. And this. And just carry that 18 over. See if we can force out the tier. Theshem's sword's pretty good because it's 10, at least to Arnulf. I don't think we have a good Incubus. Although it does bring back one of these, so we can't revive it. Like, what does it give us, though? An Ice Troll? It's not the worst thing ever. This is better. Say Ice Troll meant Ice Giant. If we play you, we have what? 1, 2, 3 Ogroids? Just die. So do you, though. Let's just do it anyway. Really wish we drew into our Royal Decree or our Oneiromancy, because we are playing 2 tutors for Regis here. Let's see if he brings back the other Highland Warlord. I wanted to get this because Beetle greedy. We get the Fuka. He kills it. Then we get the Thrive on this. I think we'll just bring back the Fuka, honestly. Let's make it so we can't revive this. We'll bring back Fuka. Because it'll trigger its Thrive right away. It's pretty good. Don't hate it. He has to Sove or kill King Trump. Which is good for us. And to kill Ching Trum, I think he needs Champion's Charge. Which both those take as leader. So if we can get that out, we're happy. Downside is we don't have our Regis yet. And we're not getting him unless we 2-0 this guy, which doesn't happen. But Regis hopefully just banishes like some of our bronzes. Just hopefully we get Goliath somehow. I don't think he plays a reset for Care Troll Day, so no Dwim Veandra, I am guessing. Okay. So we can't bring back the other one, that's good. Could Tesham Sword that. Sword this. There's more value in Arnulf, though. We might actually get our Enraged Cyclops to go off, which is pretty funny. He has to clash it, but he doesn't have 1 extra damage. I guess he has the chance of the rain hitting it. He also has tier. Kills the Fuka. Okay. Clashes, then hopes for the rain hit. We hope the rain doesn't hit. Come on, rain. Don't betray me. We're a rain player. We're friends. Love rain. Cut and job you did there. I know, thank you. I think we just kill this. Set base power to 10. You can resilience to your next turn if the rain hits our incubus again. I really want him to go for the champion charge so we can Azrael. But then again, I think we should just do the Azrael round 3. You could Sove, right? You can just do 2 and Sove. Let's go for the Destroy. Okay. Interesting. I don't think he's a banish. I think we just say Azrael last. Just keep Azrael last say. This is going to banish some stuff, but hopefully we end up with Goliath. We should end up with Goliath still. He also has his leader, though, so he's got some big plays left. Resilience tier also doesn't have its carryover effect, which is good. I think we just discard cards round 3. War of Clans is super play for him. So is the other Savagery. So we just discard stuff. You can't do it. What do we end up with here? Well, okay, we got one. We got the Goliath. Is this going to do anything? Ogre Warrior. Is it bigger than our other cards? Honestly, Ogre Warrior might be our best card. There's a higher ceiling than these. Alright, these all have a really low ceiling, and these, as much as drawing them usually is good, I think our hand's best right now. The thing is, these let them War of Clans on us anyway. But they say if you don't eat wave tier, you lose the game. War of Clans on these. The fact that he has these leader chargers is actually a ginormous problem, because it means we can't brick his hand.
Resist the Jarl's will, and that's how we'll end you.
I think we have to last save one of these guys. Let's go Azrael here. I don't think we can win this. The last say on Goliath might be worse, just because if he kills, he gets a guy. So he's Primal Savagery, War Clans on these. We can go Sove. There's nothing we can do about the Sove. Everything he has does 4 damage. So I think the best ceiling is if we try and leader charge for Ogre Warrior. This is Ogre Warrior, yeah. Yeah, I don't think we could have played this differently. We needed a different round 1 hand that actually had our cards, so we could play King Trum in round 2.
and
Kessel
fine.
187. Alright, we're playing Mahakam Forge. Okay. Dwarf time. That's probably bad for us, though. Do we even try for the Neckers? It's probably not worth trying for them. He's got so many Berserkers and ways to do ping damage.
Coexistence, my ass!
Our problem is going to be if he gave armor to Monroe. As right now we can do, through this game, right, we can do a Monroe kill with a Riptide. We can do a Broover kill with Heatwave. If we can't do those, then we might have some problems. I guess it looks like Neckers would have been good here. It's unfortunate. And now we can go into the second one of these. I just didn't want it to take a hit and then die to an skirmisher. It's a lot of armor. Here we do kind of have to kill this. So it adds a lot of value. Still want to get Auriga's Bloodlust.
We're the best regiment in the whole plowing north.
I think we do that now. For being a dwarf deck, he hasn't played like any engines really. I guess he did. Like this is an engine, which is fine. Like this is a slow engine, and this is an armor engine. But he hasn't played anything super scary. No Broover, no. Okay, there's an Oak. That's pretty good for him. It's a big play. It's a big play. Do we match it with Jotun? I think we do. I'd rather keep the King Trum and hope he plays the tall removal right now. Okay, Renfri Dwarves. I'm no longer interested in his deck. No longer interested. Let's see. We've got a... Oh, that's decree, right? We could decree... Ogre Warrior's pretty good. Trum now. He has a... I don't want to play it now. It's not great. I guess if he kills it, we have the Azrael. Well, let's just do this now. Let's just grab our Goliath. I thought about Ogre Warrior, but I think we'll go Goliath. We're going to play Renfri now. Because of course.
The only good mage is a dead mage.
No tutoring, by the way, yet, or any thinning. So what's the chance he has a Geralt? Stratagems, okay. I think we just do it. We know the stratagem's not Cursed Scroll, so. Yeah, I didn't think he'd have all those in his hand. We got that Trump carryover, so we're looking good. I don't know what's up. Precision Strike's, I think, just way better than this, because you get way more tempo. We did play a lot of our big cards, too, though. Just keep that in mind. Tesha, Mutton the Sword, probably... It's probably okay. Right, it's probably okay. I mean, we have every gold card in our deck in our hand right now. It's one of those situations where you're almost forced just to go in. Our hand will never get better than this.
Devil's bloater it all.
He's down 43-0 right now. I mean, even with a Renfri order, like a Renfri order ready, it's going to be tough for him. He can't set his token, like he makes a token, he can set it really low. There's the Igni. It's going to hit us here. That's fine. He's still down by 20. Oh, he does have a curse scroll off the random one. He's going to be happy to see that, but that was his Geralt. I wanted to boost something, because we have a really nice sword if he does. Got Heat Wave. I don't think there's anything worth Heat Waving. It's going to be bigger than this. He's probably going to put this on Zoltan Warrior, which gives us extra value. So we can kill it. Oh, he drew them both. Love to see it. What's our round 3 look like right now?
Thank you. That was very kind.
Incubus. He's thanking us. I don't know why he's thanking us. He's definitely not safe here. We go for the Incubus.
Garments are shackles that restrain our desires.
You just top deck the random card. It's probably not worth 11. There it is. Disconnects. Emotes at us first. Keep it up. It's about what I expect from these people. By the way, I mentioned earlier that I'm keeping track of all the stats for this season. You guys, some people requested it, like an end of the season report of what we played against, that type of thing. And I have a column on it for emote spammers. He didn't spam us, but for emote spammers and for disconnectors. And the only decks people have played that have emote spammed at me have been Renfri Precision Strike and Mill. The only decks that have disconnected on me are Renfri Precision Strike, now Renfri Dwarves, Renfri Nilfgaard Soldiers, and Mill. I wonder if there's a correlation there. Get out of here. Sorry, disconnect right after you emote. Alright guys, so that is the deck. I quite like this over the regular Erendite version. I think it gives you a lot of flexibility in how you want to play the game, instead of always be slamming your big cards early. Is it better? I don't really know. I think it's fun though. I like the options we get, right? Because we can go like, we're free to go like double Neck or Fuka early in a round and just try and get some engine set up without losing out on Erendite points. All kinds of stuff. Tesha Mutnosaur didn't really do much for us, for being honest, today. So maybe we do go, and the other one is obviously the old Spear Tip Asleep and the old Spear Tip, right? I thought about it, almost changed it before I started the video, but what we do is probably go Regis out. And then we take this out, and that's 17, right? And then you can go, where's monsters? Just go like this. For you and you. Right, because you can fit that nicely. You take out the Tesha Mutnosaur sword, the old Spear Tip Asleep. Like, this is pretty good. And it gives you the difference here over what we just had is you get 2 more points on King Trum, putting him to a 20. And then you have the old Spear Tip Asleep. It's a less consistent giant Osrel, I think, because people are more likely to stop the old Spear Tip Asleep than they are to like Heat Wave a Regis. Because they want to save that for the Ozra later. But I think there's something here. I think you could do this. And one other card I want to mention, which is a card that I thought was a really meme card at first, but I actually think is a good card, and that is Troll Porter. Alright, Troll Porter lets you get consistency by banishing your hand and finding your new cards. And it's an Ogroid, so you can, it fits in the deck really nicely. I think you could probably, the only problem is it makes Ozra a little awkward, is you could probably go Troll Porter and save provisions on the Royal Decree, I think. Right? Because I think you could go like no Ogre Warrior, Porter, cut the Decree, and maybe cut the Incubus or the Fuka. Go to 10, still play Regis, go to 4, and put in a 4 provision tech card. I think you could do this. It's a little risky on the Troll Porter. This Troll Porter is a little weird, but I think you could do this and have a really high number of provisions in big units you could play. And then here you'd probably play like a Squirrel or a Peller. I think I would go with Squirrel. You could do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's 20 intro. Like, this is an option too. I think there's a lot of interesting choices you can do with Ogroids. And obviously you can always just go Erendite, like cut this, go Erendite, cut this, cut the Ogre Warrior, go Lady. Like, this is the meta version, right? Which I understand why it's the meta version. I'm just not as big a fan of it, right? You just do this. And then I think they play a Squirrel as the last card normally. I think this is the standard meta version, which is all fine and good if you want to play that. I just am not the biggest fan of Erendite and want to try something a little different out. But anyway, guys, that's the deck. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It's a really fun one. Sometimes you just want to play big guys, and that's what Ogroids do for you. So hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. That'll be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And you can check out some more videos over here. And thanks for watching.